Hi, welcome to February's version of Georgina's book reads. Today we're going to read a bit more from Cursed, and we'll start with a section from chapter 1. But that's not all. On a more sinister note, if the phantom coach should stop outside any house, an occupant is sure to die, as would anyone for whom the coach stopped on the road. The few whom have witnessed the ghostly journey are left shaken. They say the first warning of its approach is the rattling of the bones as it thunders down the road. Then, as it approaches, the night air turns icy and the noises grow louder and louder as the beating of the hooves join the rattling. Alice was starting to go off horses. The first thing you see is the huge black dog with crimson eyes, although some folks say it has only one eye in the centre of its forehead. Maybe you will be lucky enough to witness. The dog is closely followed by the coach. On the top 4 corners is a skull, supposedly belonging to each of the 4 husbands. Its headless driver sits lashing 4 horses with a long, blood-stained whip. Again, reports differ, as some suggest that along with the driver, the horses are headless as well. Wow, that's got to be a frightening sight. Thank goodness it's just a story, right? Daisy thought to herself, shivering. Once again, she wished she dared reach out and take Tyler's hand for comfort. Tyler noticed Daisy shiver and wondered whether he should offer to comfort her or not. He glanced at Jake and Alice. Alice snuggled up to Jake for comfort. Tyler sighed. As the coach passes, the horrific figure of a lady can be seen sitting in the back. Some have even been lucky enough for her to turn her head, revealing 2 eyeless sockets sunk deep into a pale, grimacing face. The carriage leaves, followed by the stench of rotting flesh. Some may even see the coach on its return journey. Alice and Daisy were freaked. They were speechless. Alice couldn't be any closer to Jake unless she was sitting on his lap, tears in her eyes, just waiting for the opportunity to fall. Daisy had shuffled closer to Tyler, unnoticed by anyone other than herself. Her heart was pounding and the hairs on the back of her neck were standing to attention. She glanced at the boys, and they didn't look much better either. Not sure I'm ready to go out in the dark now. Luckily for you guys, as far as I'm aware, there haven't been any reported sightings for roughly 20 odd years now. The barman gauged reactions and was torn as to whether or not to tell the final story. I think I'll leave the last one about the little drummer boy for another time. Looks like you've heard enough. By this time it was tremendously late and most of the patrons had disappeared. They all stood together. Thank you for sparing some time to tell us the history and myths of Dartmoor, Jake said as they left the pub. No problems. Go safe now, Frank replied as he shut the door behind them. There was a chill in the air, but the night was clear. Daisy looked up at the stars as they walked to the house. It was beautiful. The sky was a dark black colour, which was made spectacular by all the brightly shining stars in the sky, which shined down like spotlights. Daisy stopped to have a better look. The longer she looked, the more stars seemed to appear. She was fascinated. I'm scared, Alice moaned as they neared the house. Daisy was scared too, but she wasn't going to admit it. Quit moaning, Al, we're almost there, she said as they came around the corner and saw the drive. She was fed up already of Alice moaning. She could be quite annoying when she wasn't her bubbly, happy self. They ran up the drive and within minutes they were sitting in the warmth of the living room with the wood burner on and all the doors and windows locked and curtains closed. Safety. It was a good job they all missed the figure as it watched them return again from the upstairs window. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you join me next month for another section of Cursed. Bye bye.